हरे कृष्ण। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतापुमान् विष्णुपदम् अवाप्नोति भयशोकादिवर्जितः। गीतध्यानशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि। मलिने मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीतां वचि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किम् अन्ये शास्त्रविस्तरे यः स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखात् पद्माद् विनिश्रिता। भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्ताद् विनिश्रितं। गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दना पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्र गीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव। एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्मापि एकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरों वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीयतिभक्तिधीराणां दामोदरिति नामिने तीर्थस्य गुणभावानुवर्तिने सर्वदा सर्वभक्तानां सर्वरक्षाप्रदायिने। श्रीराधे कृष्ण गौरांग गायसी सर्वदा प्रभो नित्यानंद कृपामूर्ते प्रणमामि पुनः पुनः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Right. So we'll continue with our lesson that we were going through. So do you remember the four authentic paramparas? Anyone remembers? No one remembers? Okay. Śrī Sampradāya, Brahmā Sampradāya, and two more.
Rudra Sampradāya and Kumāra Sampradāya.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, very nice. And we saw a quotation from Okay, yes, very good. So I'll just tell you. So whenever we connect with any guru, we should see that there should be an authentic parampara of gurus, because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakalaneha mahata yogo nishtha parantapa. This science was received thus through the disciplic chain of disciplic succession, which is known as either Guru Parampara or a Sampradāya, Vaishnava Sampradāya. And the saintly kings understood it in that way, but in due course of time the succession was broken and therefore the science as it appears to be lost. So this science can get lost if the parampara is not maintained. So the paramparas are the protectors of this science. Alright. So there are four authentic paramparas starting from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, one is so Lord Krishna gave knowledge to these four personalities. One was Brahmaji, one was Lakshmiji, one was Shivji, and one was the four Kumaras. Alright. So he imparted knowledge to each one of them, and each one of them started their own sampradaya. How did they start their own sampradaya? Each one of them gave their knowledge to an acharya who was actually present on the planet. Okay, and in this way the parampara is continuing. Okay, so we saw that one of the most prominent acharyas in the lineage of Brahmaji was Madhvācārya. In the lineage of Lakṣmī Devi was Śrī Rāmānujācārya. In the lineage of Lord Śiva was Viṣṇusvāmī, and in the lineage of the four Kumaras was Madhvācārya. Alright, and we saw one very important statement from Garg Samhita. Anyone remembers that?
Can you give some description? I don't remember as such.
Okay. Anyways, so like for example, this is an example of Guru Parampara. Okay, this is the Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradāya Guru Parampara. Alright. So, Evam Parampara Praptam Ima Rajashaya Vidu. So, Krishna gave the knowledge to Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji gave the knowledge to Narad. Then Narad Muni gave the knowledge to Vyasdev. Yes. And Madhvācārya learned from Vyasdev. Madhvācārya, as we discussed, went to Uttar Badri and learned from Vyasdev. And then there are all these great personalities. And then, like we discussed last time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took birth in this parampara. He took initiation in this parampara. Right? So, there is Krishna himself here, and there is Krishna as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a part of this parampara. Okay? And he took initiation from Ishwar Puri, who took initiation from Madhavendra Puri. Alright, so can you imagine how wonderful our system is? Even like from a bygone age of I don't know how many billions of years ago. Yes, when Brahmaji was himself created by Vishnu and he didn't know what to do, then he prayed to the Lord. He chanted the Brahmā Samhita prayers, and then Krishna gave initiation to him by the means of his flute song, and imparted divine knowledge to Brahmaji, and that is how Brahmaji was able to do creation. So the Brahmā Samhita prayers are the prayers that Brahma chanted to Lord Krishna. Yes. And then it's so back in the age, at the time when creation was happening. It's something that happened at that time. And then Narad Muni also is a contemporary. And then Vyasdev, of course, 5,000 years ago, he's a contemporary of Krishna. Okay. Also, Vyasdev is also considered an incarnation of Krishna. Alright, he is one of the 24 incarnations. So Vishnu Puran talks of 10 avatar. Srimad Bhagavatam talks of 24 avatar. Alright, and it's nothing surprising actually. Krishna can take infinite avatars. Yes. So why limit him to 10 or 24 or how many? He's infinite and he can take infinite avatars. Okay, so that is very much possible to happen. Alright. So he's one of the 24 who are mentioned in the Bhagavatam, and then Madhvācārya took knowledge from Vyasdev. And then ultimately we come to Madhavendra Puri. Again, I told you Madhavendra Puri is the cause. He is the person because of whom we have the Srinathji DT. Yes, Srinathji DT in Nathdwara. Yes. So Madhavendra Puri. So this DT actually talked to Madhavendra Puri that I am buried because of the attack of the Muslims. I have been buried under the ground near Govardhan. So get me out of here. Alright. So that happened with Madhavendra Puri. Oh wait, I didn't share the tab. Yeah, this DT. Srinathji. How many of you have gone to Nathdwara and had darshan of Srinathji? Okay, Abhishek Prabhu has gone. Only one person. Okay. So we live in India. We should travel far and wide. Should really try. Anudit Prabhu, you are from Rajasthan. You also didn't go? Okay. Anyways. So we should take advantage. We should take advantage of living in India and go to all these wonderful places. And then Ishwarpuri, then we saw Lord Chaitanya. He took initiation. Then we have Rup Goswami. So our Rup Goswami has given us a lot of literature. Yes, because we chanted in the Mangalacharan, right? Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam. Yes. So Shri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale, established on the earth planet. Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. When will Rup Goswami Prabhupada? Yes, Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam. When will Rup Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, give me shelter under his lotus feet. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Yes. So the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was fulfilled by Srila Rup Goswami. Srila Rup Goswami established the path that all of us are following today, the path of bhakti. Yes, Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam. So this is a prayer to Srila Rup Goswami, which we chant, right, every time in the starting. So Rup Goswami is very, very important, very, very important personality, and he has. So these they were the 6 Goswamis in Vrindavan, and they have established the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give, yes, as God, he came to give pure love of God to all of the living entities in this world. All right, and Rup Goswami. So we should try to remember the names of these 6 Goswamis. It's very, very auspicious. Very, very auspicious. There's Ashtakam known as the Shad Goswami Ashtakam, which is a very nice song. Very, very nice song. Wait, why did it translate it into this gibberish? Right. So here we have the names of all these 6 Goswamis. The 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan: Rup, Sanatan, Raghu Yugo. Raghu means Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatt. So Raghu Yugo means 2. Okay, Yugal Kishore means 2. So Raghu Yugo, both the Raghus. Yes, Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatt. And Jeev Goswami and Gopalako, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So these are the 6 principal students of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they helped establish the philosophy. Yes, and it has grown today into a worldwide movement. Okay, worldwide movement. And then of course we have Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishna Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the founder Acharya for the Gaudiya Math, and His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Okay, so you see, it's an unbroken disciplic succession. That is how knowledge is obtained. That is how we should obtain the knowledge. Okay, it's very, very important. Very, very important. Alright, so this is known as a Sampradāya, and the quotation from Garg Samhita was that yes, these four authorized and empowered spiritual channels of disciplic succession are to be fully accepted by all beings. Any word, combination of words, formulation of sound frequencies, invoked or addressed, audible or inaudible, secret or revealed, ancient or contemporary, outside their auspices, prove to have absolutely no efficacy. Alright? So these four paramparas are the ones that are actually authentic in Kali Yuga. Anything that we try to obtain by connecting with another kind of parampara, it will have absolutely no efficacy. Alright? So we can choose a guru in either of the four. Alright? It's not like you have to stick to only one parampara. Yes? But the special thing about the Brahmā Sampradāya is that God himself has taken birth in this Sampradāya as Sriman Mahaprabhu. Yes, so that is something special. Alright. Yes, Lokendra Prabhu.
Prabhuji, so why did Mahaprabhu choose the Sampradāya? Why specifically Brahma, Madhav, Gaudiya Sampradāya?
I don't know, Prabhu. I'll have to figure that out. I'll probably ask some senior devotees why Mahaprabhu chose this Sampradāya. And I'll tell you next time, okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, because in spiritual life we should not speculate. Some people, if you ask them a question, they will cook up something from their own speculation and speak. Yes, but we should speak from Shastra. So I don't know the exact reason, but I can try to figure it out. I can ask senior devotees and I can let you know. Yes, so we should not, if we don't know something, if someone asks us, we don't know something, then we should say that we don't know. Yes, we should not speculate, because you might be speculating, but that person might take it very seriously, right? And it might not have no basis in Shastra. So we should ensure whatever we speak from Shastra. So if there is a reason given in the scripture why Mahaprabhu chose this parampara, then okay, we can accept it. But if there is no reason given, then we accept that there is no reason given. Probably he liked it. Okay, that is also a speculation, but it's a harmless speculation. And that doesn't mean he didn't like the other paramparas. Okay, so speculation is not good on the spiritual path. Alright, so we'll try to figure out the answer by looking up in the authentic Vedic scripture, and be very careful before you ask Chat GPT your questions. Okay, that guy is full of mental speculation. Okay, always speculating this thing, that thing. He even quotes the wrong shlokas. Like, if you ask him where is this given in the Gita, he'll quote some very wrong shloka. That shloka will not even exist in the Gita. Shlok number, like 19 chapter, this shloka. Okay, Gita has only 18 chapters. Okay. I mean, he does make mistakes. Okay, yes, exactly. Okay, spirit of the descending process. Krishna gave this knowledge again when Arjun was confused on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. For bestowing compassion on all of us, Lord Krishna made Arjun as his instrument and re-established the seemingly lost knowledge among the general populace. Yes, so Bhagavad Gita 4.3. Let's see what is 4.3. You all can repeat after me. Sa evayam maya tedya
स एवायं
एवायं
मया
मया
तेद्य
तेद्य
योगः प्रोक्तः पुरातनः
योगः
योगः
प्रोक्तः
प्रोक्तः
पुरातनः
पुरातनः
भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति
भक्तोऽसि मे
भक्तोऽसि
सखा
मे
चेति
सखा चेति
रहस्यं हि एतदुत्तमम्.
रहस्यं मे
रहस्यं हि
एतदुत्तमम्.
तदुत्तमम्.
That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So we saw one shloka, right, that this knowledge as it appears to be lost because the parampara got broken, right? So Krishna is saying now that very science which was received in the Guru Parampara, now today I am telling to you, Arjun. Okay? Because you are my devotee and my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So who is qualified to understand the Gita? Who is qualified? Here Krishna says,
The devotee.
yes, the devotee. Krishna says also in the 18th chapter, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. It is the devotee who knows me. Yes, only a devotee can know me. Alright? So other people who are not devotees, they cannot understand the Gita. So if you think you'll learn Gita from so-called Mahatmas, yes, who have only political agendas, then you cannot learn. Okay? Because they are not Mahatmas. They are politicians. Okay? There are various versions of the Gita. Commentary has been written by so many politicians or film stars or businessmen. So many people. We cannot understand anything. We cannot understand anything. At least we cannot understand the authentic thing by reading their commentaries. Okay, it's very difficult, very difficult. In fact, we will get misguided only. We will get misguided. Okay. Krishna will say that in certain places you have to become violent. He never said. He asked Arjun to follow his Kshatriya dharma and to fight for the sake of dharma. Okay, that is what Krishna said to Arjun. Yes, but some politician will interpret, oh, we should become completely non-violent, and even if the people from the other community they want to kill us, then we should accept death bravely. Yes, but we should not fight back like that. Some so-called Mahatmas will say. Yes, but they're not Mahatmas. They're not Mahatmas, they are politicians. Yes, Bhagavad Gita 9.13 tells us who is uh, actually a Mahatma. Very clearly it is stated uh, in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, here it says, Mahatmanastu mam partha devim prakritim ashrita bhajante ananya manasa gyatva bhutadim avyayam. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of my divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Alright? So, this is the qualification of a Mahatma. Yes, you cannot rubber stamp a Mahatma. Okay, this person is a Mahatma. You take their hand and you take a rubber stamp and Mahatma from today. Okay? No, it's not so. Alright? Mahatma is only a person who is under the protection of Krishna's divine nature. A person who is fully engaged in devotional service. Yes? Because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Alright? So only a devotee can know the Lord, and only a devotee can teach us about the Lord. Only a devotee can know Krishna, and only a devotee can make us know Krishna. Yes? So whoever we are following as our Guru, because all of us, it's very clear that we have to accept a Guru if we want to attain Krishna. We have to formally get initiated by a Guru if we want to attain Lord Krishna. Alright? So whoever we are following, we should see that they should be a devotee. They should not be just a non-devotee. Okay, and we have seen sufficient qualifications of who is a devotee. Yes, and we'll see them also again as the time passes. Okay. So this is the spirit of the Bhagavad Gita and the descending process. Krishna is revealing the science to Arjun as he is his friend and devotee. The knowledge is never revealed to somebody who is not included, who is not inclined to establish a pure relationship with Krishna. When one becomes a devotee of Lord Krishna by Bhakti Yoga, this knowledge naturally manifests within this heart. We've discussed this time and again. Such is the power of Bhakti Yoga that Lord Krishna, who is inconceivable, infinite, whom Lord Brahma and Shiva also cannot comprehend, allows an infinitesimal Jiva to have a relationship with him. Thus, one realizes the supreme knowledge that Jiva is eternal, Krishna is eternal, and that they have an eternal relationship. One received this knowledge by the mercy of Krishna and the spiritual master. We've already seen that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hence, an essential element in the descending process of Bhakti Yoga is depending upon the grace of Krishna and the spiritual master who is his representative. Okay, so very important. Very important. So, we should give up the mindset that I will do something. Okay, this thing that I will do this, I will do this, I will become humble, I will become tolerant, I will become this. Yes, we should have this mindset that I will do it. Yes, but we should also know that it will happen. So I can only, so to speak, I can make my way up to the kingdom of God, up to the gate of the kingdom of God. Yes, probably that much effort I can put. All right, but always remember that the gate opens from within. Okay, it doesn't open from outside. Are you understanding what I am saying? You can make the utmost effort, and we have to make the utmost effort. There's nothing to say that we don't make the effort. Yes, we have to make the utmost effort to go back home, back to Godhead, to cultivate all the good qualities, to be compassionate, to be humble, to be tolerant. We have to make the utmost effort to be respectful, to not expect any respect from anyone. We have to make the utmost effort. Yes, but our effort is not the only thing that is sufficient, okay, to make us progress. When we make effort and Krishna is pleased by our effort, then, and Guru is pleased by our effort, then Guru and Krishna grant mercy to us. Okay, and when we receive the mercy of Guru and Krishna, that is when we actually make progress. That is when we actually make permanent progress. All right, when we receive the mercy of Guru and Krishna. All right, so that is very, very important. So, the analogy I was giving is that you can put all the effort and you can probably walk up to the gate of Vaikuntha. Okay, but always remember that this gate will open from within, not from outside. You don't have the key. All right, you don't have the key. Always remember the key is always with Bhagwan. So he will open the door from within. Okay, he will open the door from within when he wants to open it. And that is the mercy of the Lord. All right, and of course, the mercy of Sri Guru. Sri Guru and Krishna are working in conjunction. So you can say that both of them will open the door from within. Again, if Guru is not there, then Krishna will not open the door, because Krishna doesn't know us. Okay, it is only through Guru. I mean, he does know us, but Krishna has outsourced. Outsourcing, when he gives some task to someone else. So he has outsourced the task of bringing people back to Godhead, back to Vaikuntha. Okay, to Guru, to Gurus, to his pure devotees. So always remember that, yes, exactly. We need a referral. We need a referral from Sri Guru to be able to be accepted back to Godhead in the kingdom of God. Okay, so it's very, very important. Very, very important. All right. So we have to make all the effort in chanting, reading, hearing, everything. We have to make the utmost effort in cultivating good qualities. Yes. We have to make the effort to not eat anything which is not prasadam. Yes. Always eat only prasadam of the Lord. Always come on the yatra. Yes, we have to show Krishna by our effort that we are eager. Yes, always try to serve Gurudev. Put effort in finding a bona fide Guru. Yes, if you don't do that, then nothing can be achieved. Okay, if we are not linked to parampara, then we can do anything. Nothing will happen. There will be no result. Okay, no result at all. Right? Um, but if we are linked with parampara, if we have accepted the shelter of a bona fide guru, things will be very easy, very straightforward. All right, and we show Krishna by our effort that we are eager to come to you. We are eager to attain you. Yes, and little by little we will see Krishna's reciprocation. Yes, but ultimately, the door to the kingdom of Godhead will open from within by the combined mercy of Guru and Krishna. Okay, so if either one of them is missing, then uh, we cannot achieve our goal. Okay, cannot achieve our goal. Therefore, as the Shvetashvatara Upanishad here states, right? I guess this was the quotation that we saw above. Was it? Yasya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha guru. Yes. यस्य देवे परा भक्तिर्यथा देवे तथा गुरु तस्याइते कथिता हि अर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मना. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are the imports of the Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. So remember, there will be always two things. You cannot attain God without Guru, and also you will not get an authentic Guru without the mercy of Bhagavan. When Bhagavan will be merciful on us, seeing our effort again, seeing our prayers, He will grant us an authentic Guru. Alright? So all of us should pray to Krishna that please I want to attain you in this very lifetime. Yes? So please grant me the shelter of your pure devotee. Right? So yes. Sometimes some seekers, after making a little advancement in the spiritual path, think themselves as liberated and consider themselves as equal to or independent of Krishna or the spiritual master. This mentality is a great obstacle for the progress of the spiritual seeker. So we should be very careful, very, very careful. This is lack of humility. And if you lack humility, then we can forget about, going back home, back to Godhead. It's very difficult. Humility is the key. Humility is the key of progress. Especially in front of Guru, one should always be very humble. Okay, one should not act very smart in front of Guru. Right? Should not act very smart. One should be very, very humble. Once there lived a mouse who was very much harassed by a cat. To get relieved of the harassment, the mouse approached a saintly person and requested the saintly person to make him into a cat. The saintly person, being merciful, granted the benediction and turned the mouse into a cat. After becoming a cat, he was harassed by a dog. He again approached the saintly person to make him into a dog. When he became a dog, he was harassed by a tiger. This time he wanted to become a tiger, and the saintly person granted his request. But when he became a tiger, he stared at the saintly person, and when the saintly person asked him, "What do you want?" What do you think he wanted? Huh? What do you think
He was hungry.
Yes, he was hungry. He wanted to eat the saintly person. Okay. The tiger said, "I want to eat you." The saintly person cursed him, saying, "Punar mushiko bhava." May you again become a mouse. Similar thing is going on all over the universe. One is going up and down, sometimes becoming a mouse, sometimes a tiger, and so on. Alright. So this person, at one point in time, he thought that he is better than his guru. Alright. So that is why he made an aparadh to his guru. He wanted to he thought, I'm better than him, let me eat him. Yes. So similarly, we see many times in real life also, people think that I am much better than my guru. Oh, my guru doesn't know anything. My guru is now old, he's invalid. So I am better than him. Yes. or my guru, he doesn't know English, he knows only Hindi, so I'm better than him. No, this is very dangerous mentality. This is the mentality that can take one to hell for infinite time. Okay, so we should give up this kind of mentality. It's not a good mentality. Okay, should never see guru as an ordinary person. Guru might be whatever. He might lack all the material qualification. He might be illiterate. He might be poor. His dhoti might be torn. He might not even look good. Okay, whatever is the case, but if we have accepted him as guru, then we cannot act in this manner. We cannot act over smart. Alright, we should maintain the humility in front of Sri Guru always. What to speak of in front of Sri Guru, even behind his back, we should maintain the humility. Alright, it's very people these days, they don't know how to act with saintly people. They're very much lacking in the culture and the training of the interaction they should have with saintly people. Alright, but because if we make an aparadh to such people who are pure devotees of Krishna, who are doing Krishna's most important job of bringing souls back to Krishna, connecting souls back to Krishna, if we ever make an aparadh to such a person, then it will be very dangerous for us. Very, very dangerous. Okay? Even after infinite lives, we might not be able to attain anything. Okay? And not even that, we will suffer heavily. Very heavy suffering will come if we make an aparadh to saintly people. There was a person, I don't know what his name was, maybe it was yes, his name was Gopal Chapal. One minute. So Gopal Chapal, he was a local Brahmana in Navdeep who disapproved of the kirtans at Shiva's Thakur's house. Okay, he disapproved of the kirtans in Shiva's Thakur's house. Right. So Mahaprabhu used to have kirtan every day in the house of Shiva's Thakur. For those of you who don't know, so this is Shiva's Thakur. Okay, so these 5 associates, you should know their name. Okay, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya, who is Shri Krishna with the mood of Srimati Radharani. Yes, Prabhu Nityanand. Who is Nityanand Prabhu? Nityanand Prabhu is Balram. Yes, 500 years ago. Advaitacārya, Shri Advait. So Advaita is Mahavishnu. Yes, Mahavishnu plus Lord Shiva in one body. Alright. Gadadhar again, Srimati Radharani. And Shiva's Thakur. Shiva's Thakur is Narad Muni. So these are known as the Panchatattvas. Whenever we offer pranam to Mahaprabhu, we should offer pranam to the 5. Because offering pranam to Mahaprabhu is incomplete without offering pranam to all 5. Alright, so they are known as the Panchatattva. So Mahaprabhu every night used to have kirtan all night long. Like Krishna used to have Ras Leela all night long, Mahaprabhu used to have Sankirtan all night long at the house of Shiva's Thakur. Alright, so this was Mahaprabhu's Ras Leela, having Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan all night long. Alright, so this person Gopal Chapal, he wanted to, he was a worshipper of Kali. Okay, so he didn't like Vaishnavas. So what did he do? He wanted to defame Shiva's Thakur, so he placed sacrificial items at Shiva's Thakur's doorstep. He placed meat and alcohol at the door of Shiva's Thakur. Alright. What did Shiva's Thakur do? Srivas Thakur came out of his house in the morning and he said, "Now everyone in Navdeep, see who I am. I am a pretend Vaishnav. I am a pretend Vaishnav. I, I, I actually try to, you know, uh, try to only make a show. Okay, try to only make a show that I am someone very great, a very great Vaishnav. But actually, I worship, I worship Kali with all these items such as meat and alcohol, like that. Okay, so yes. So Gopal Chapal placed sacrificial items at Thakur's doorstep, imitating that Shivas was a meat-eating drunkard. Yes. And what do we do with Kali's prasad? What will you do after that? You will obtain it, right? So a Vaishnav is not supposed to eat meat or drink alcohol. All right, but people who are addicted to these things, they can offer it to Kali and they can um, have that as her prasadam. Okay. So, as the villagers learned of the news, Shivas refrained from defending himself and instead humbly announced to everyone how degraded he was. Okay, see, I make use of all these kind of items. मैं इसको ग्रहण करता हूँ. Although I pretend to be a Vaishnav, because a Vaishnav has very high standards. He doesn't partake in um, he doesn't partake in um drinking alcohol or meat eating. Okay. Everyone clearly understood, however, that this was the devious scamming of Gopal. All right. So Gopal made an offense. As a result of his offensive behavior, he contracted leprosy and was only relieved from this illness when he approached Shivas for forgiveness. Okay. So immediately within a few days, because of the offense that he has made, he has mistreated a devotee of Krishna. Okay, very very bad thing to do, very dangerous thing to do. He immediately got leprosy, and when you get leprosy, you are discarded from the village. All right, because it is contagious, and your whole leg becomes swollen and things. It's too bad. It's too bad. Okay, um, uh, so so when he approached Shivas for forgiveness, then the leprosy was the he was relieved from the illness. Okay, so we see that it is very very dangerous to um, to offend a pure devotee of the Lord. And many people today, they don't know how to act with a saintly person. Okay, should be very humble, very submissive, very very gentle when we are around saintly people. Okay, so good. If you want to read more on this, this is described in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 17, verse number 37 up to verse number 59. Okay, so you can read it here. And again, Chaitanya Charitamrita is very beautiful. If you sing it, you will feel very happy, right? And you can understand much of it, Ek din vipranama gopala chapala pashandi pradhana sei durmukha vachala bhavani pujara sabha samagri laya ratre shiva sera dware sthana lepaya. Right? One night, while Kirtan was going on inside Shivas Thakur's house, a Brahmin named Gopal Chapal, the chief of the non-believers, who was talkative and very rough in his speech, placed all paraphernalia for worshipping the goddess Durga outside Shivas Thakur's door. That is what he did. Right? Let's see if we can go quickly through this. So if I go into advanced view, I can have the verse text, I can have the Bengali. No, Bengali, I cannot read. Yeah, by the way, I am learning to read Bengali. Little bit I can read now. So, after Bengali, I will learn to read Odia also. Okay. So, Kalara pata upare tu ila oda fula Haridra Sindura Ara Rakta Chandan Tambula. On the upper portion of the plantain leaf, he placed such paraphernalia for worship of Oda fool, for worship as Oda fool, turmeric, vermilion, red sandalwood, and rice. मध्य भांड पाशे धरी निज ग्रहे गेला प्रातः काले श्रीवास ताहा देखिला. He placed a pot of wine beside all this, and in the morning, when Srivas Thakur opened his door, he saw this paraphernalia. बड़ा बड़ा लोक सभा आनीला बोलाया सबारे कहे श्रीवास हसिया हसिया. Srivas Thakur called for all the respectable gentlemen of the neighborhood and smilingly addressed them as follows. नित्य रात्रे करी आमी भवानी पूजना अमार महिमा देखा ब्राह्मण सज्जन. Gentlemen, every night I worship the goddess Bhavani. Since the paraphernalia for worship is present here, now all of you respectable Brahmins and members of the higher caste can understand my position. तबे सब शिष्टा लोक करे हाहाकार ऐछे कर्मा हेत कैला कौन दुराचार. Then all the assembled gentlemen explained, what is this? What is this? Who has performed such mischievous activities? Who is that sinful man? हाड़ी के अनिया सब दूर करीला जल गोमाया दिया से स्थान ले पाईला. They called for a sweeper, Hadi, who threw all the items of worship far away and cleaned the place by mopping it with a mixture of water and cow dung. तीन दिन रही सेई गोपाल चपला सर्वांगे हाइला कुष्ठा वहे रक्तधरा. After 3 days, leprosy attacked Gopal Chapal and blood oozed from the sores all over his body. सर्वांगा बेडीला कीटे काटे निरंतरा असहाया वेदना दुखे ज्वलये अंतरा. Incessantly covered with germs and insects biting him all over his body, Gopal Chapal felt unbearable pain. His entire body burnt in distress. So this is the consequence of offending a devotee. Okay, never do it. Not only you, your generations will suffer. Even your past generations which have passed away and the coming generations. Everyone will suffer if you offend a pure devotee of Krishna. गंगा घाटे वृक्ष तले रहे तब वशिया एक दिन बले किछु प्रभु के देखिया. Since leprosy is an infectious disease, Gopal Chapal left the village to sit down on the bank of the Ganges underneath a tree. One day, however, he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passing by and spoke to him as follows. ग्राम संबंधे आमी तोमार मातुल भागी ना मुई कुष्ठ व्याधि ते हानाची व्याकुल. My dear nephew, I am your maternal uncle in our village relationship. Please see how greatly this attack of leprosy has afflicted me. लोक सबा उद्धारिते तोमार अवतार मुई बड़ा दुखी मोर करह उद्धार. As an incarnation of God, you are delivering so many fallen souls. I am also a greatly unhappy fallen soul. Kindly deliver me by your mercy. एत सुनी महाप्रभुरा हाइला क्रुद्ध मन क्रोधावेशे बले तारे तर्जन वचन. Hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared greatly angry, and in that angry mood he spoke some words chastising him. आरे पापी भक्त द्वेषी तोरे ना उद्धारी मुँह कोटि जन्म एई मते कीड़ाया खाए मुँह. So see, you most of us can understand, right? Are papi bhakta dveshi tore na udhari mu. O papi, o bhakta dveshi, I will not deliver you. Koti janma, for many janmas. You know, these bugs, insects will eat you. O sinful person, envious of pure devotees, I shall not deliver you. Rather, I shall have you bitten by these germs for many millions of years. Yes. So God himself, you see, God himself doesn't like such people. Okay. And God himself punishes them. For other things that we do bad, okay, karma will punish us. God will not get involved as such. But if we offend a devotee of God, then Krishna personally takes matters in his own hands. And getting punished by karma is one thing. But getting punished by Krishna, you better be careful. Okay. Although Krishna punishes with a lot of compassion, that is also something that we have seen. शिवा से करा इली तुई भवानी पूजन कोटि जन्म हाबे तोरा रौरवे पतन. You have made Shiva's Thakur appear to have been worshipping the goddess Bhavani. Simply for this offense, you will have to fall down into hellish life for 10 million births. Pashandi samhari te mora ei avatar. Pashandi samhari bhakti karimu prachar. I have appeared in this incarnation to kill the demons, Pashandi, and after killing them to preach the cult of devotional service. एता बलि गेला प्रभु करिते गंगा स्नान से पापी दुख भोगे नयाया paran. After saying this, the Lord left to take his bath in the Ganges, and that sinful man did not give up his life but continued to suffer. Sannyasa kariya yabe prabhu nila chale gela तथा हाइते याबे कुली या ग्राम आईला तबे से ही पापी प्रभुरा लईला शरण हिता उपदेश कैला हय्या करुण. When Sri Chaitanya, after accepting the renounced order of life, went to Jagannath Puri and then came back to the village of Kulia, upon his return, that sinful man took shelter at the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord, being merciful to him, gave him instruction for his benefit. शिवासा पंडित तेरा स्थाने आछे अपराध तथा यह ते हो यदि करे न प्रसाद तबे तोरा हबे ए पाप विमोचन यदि पुनः ऐछे नहीं करा आचरण. You have committed an offense at the lotus feet of Shiva's Thakur, the Lord said. First you must go there and beg for his mercy, and then if he gives you his blessing and you do not commit such sins again, you will be freed from these reactions. तबे विप्र लैला आसी शिवा शरण ताहार कृपा हाइला papa vimochana. Then the Brahman Gopal Chappal went to Shiva's Thakur and took shelter of his lotus feet, and by Shiva's Thakur's mercy he was freed from all sinful reactions. Alright. So, and if we even by mistake make an offense to a pure devotee, okay, what we should do? What do you learn from this? Can Krishna excuse us if we make an offense to pure devotee? What does it appear from this story?
Into his own hands. He'll take matter into his own hands.
Yes, in punishment, yes. But here you see, when this person asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, you please forgive me. Then he said, no, I cannot. You have done an offense to Shiva's Thakur, you go to that person. So this means if we offend a pure devotee, Krishna will not forgive us. Only when that pure devotee forgives us, yes, only then Krishna will forgive us. So we should ask forgiveness from that pure devotee itself. Similar thing happened in Bhagavatam. Does someone know? In the Bhagavad Puran, there is a similar instance.
Yeah. Ambrish Maharaj.
Yes. So Durvasa Muni, he offended Ambrish Maharaj. And then Durvasa was in too much trouble. Okay. Even when he went to Lord Vishnu to ask for forgiveness, Lord Vishnu told him, oh, I'm so sorry. I cannot forgive you. I don't have the power to forgive you. I'm so sorry about it. If you want forgiveness, you go and ask from Ambrish Maharaj. And Lord Vishnu even says that it's something very nice. Lord Vishnu says that, and you can repeat after me. Śrī Bhagavānuvāca.
Śrī Bhagavānuvāca.
Aham bhakta paradhino.
Aham bhakta paradhino.
Hi asatantrata iva dvija.
Hi aswatantrata iva dvija.
Sadhu bhir grasta hridayo.
Sadhu bhir grasta hridayo.
Bhakter bhakta jana priyaha.
Bhakter bhakta jana priyaha.
Good. So Krishna said, I am completely under the control of my devotee. Can you imagine? The Supreme Lord is saying, I am completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I am not at all independent. I have no independence whatsoever. Because my devotee are completely devoid of material desire, I sit only within the core of their hearts. What to speak of my devotee, even those who are the devotees of my devotee are very dear to me. Yes? So Krishna, here completely says that I am not independent, I am under the control of my devotee. So go and please ask forgiveness from my devotee, not from me. If you offend a devotee of the Lord, okay, so you should go and ask offense from that, go and ask forgiveness from that devotee only, not from some other person, okay, or not from Krishna. That is when you can be forgiven. And the Vaishnav is very merciful. They will forgive you and the offense is nullified. Okay. So if we even make an offense, okay, if we make an aparadh to a pure devotee of the Lord, just go and ask for forgiveness. That nullifies the offense. Yes. And if for some reason they're not ready to forgive us, okay, then part 1 is done. Part 2 is that we continue to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Now the thing is that you cannot do part 2 unless you have done part 1. Okay. So if you have offended someone, first we ask for forgiveness. In 99.9% of the cases, they will forgive us. Okay. Then no problem. But if for some reason they don't want to forgive us, then it's okay. Just continue to chant because you did your part. You asked for forgiveness. Okay. And don't offend anyone after this. Alright. So this is a part of Vaishnava etiquette. How do we deal with pure devotees? And what to speak of pure devotees? Even why should we offend a person who is not that pure? Someone who is not that advanced. We should offend that person? No, we should not offend that person as well. We should not offend anyone. Okay? We should not offend anyone. Right? Okay, so I guess we are out of time. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Abhishek.
So Prabhuji, like Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So basically, like unknowingly, also like we might do such offenses, like for such saintly people, and even like we didn't even get a chance to like ask for forgiveness. Like, uh, so what is person should do in that case?
Firstly, we should always be very careful. First is that thing, that we are always very careful with these things. Alright? And secondly, we can express our apology in the mind now, because you are saying we don't have a chance. And we can apologize to Krishna, and we can try to ask for apology in our mind. And we can be careful not to repeat it anywhere else. Yes, and we can continue to chant because we have the guilt. So in this case it is enough. But if there is the chance to ask for the apology, we should not miss it. But if somehow we didn't get the chance, then it's fine. We continue to chant, and we should be very careful. We should learn the right etiquette. Yes, we should learn the right etiquette. So in that way, unknowing things will also not happen. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So once again, Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, 18 to 28 Feb. Please join. It's in West Bengal. All right. If you cannot make it to this program, the other program is Puri, Gadaigiri, and Bhuvaneshwar from the 2nd to the 8th of Feb. Okay. So if you cannot join here, please do join us here. If you go to Puri with us, you will have darshan in such a way that you would have never seen Puri in this manner ever before. Okay. All right. So Udit Prabhu, we are coming to your place. So we will be spending 2 days in Bhuvaneshwar as well. So we'll be happy to meet you there. Okay. And if you can find the time to come to Puri at least for a day or so with us, or if you can take a longer leave and you can be a part of the program, it'll be very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. So yes, Ekadashi, awesome. Ekadashi is there, 16 December Tuesday. So all of you, please chant more rounds. No grains on Ekadashi. Okay, no grains on Ekadashi. Please eating grains on Ekadashi is very, very sinful, so do not eat grains on Ekadashi. Okay, be very careful about this. Do not ever eat grains on Ekadashi. Okay, otherwise, see, if we sin, we set our life up for future suffering. So if you don't want to suffer, don't eat grains on Ekadashi in the future. Alright? Apart from that, Ekadashi is a very powerful day. Any bhakti that we do on this day, it gives very special results in terms of bringing us closer to Krishna. Alright? So please fast on Ekadashi and try to chant, try to hear, try to read extra more than you do on other days. Okay, so that is very much needed. Alright? Okay. We'll just quickly chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sorry, I got a little over time. Let's just chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then we can drop. Alright. So again, as you all know, we chant the Panch Tattva mantra one time and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times. Alright, that constitutes one round of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Alright, so let us chant very, very attentively. Okay, and audibly enough for yourself to hear your chanting. Okay, not in the mind. Chant audibly enough for all of us to hear very nicely what we are chanting. Okay, so let us chant now. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा।